Official watches. Ultimate timekeepers of UCMMA.
Welcome to Cagefighter, the sport of the future that is on your TV screens now. And with me today, the Rupert Bear of MMA. I'm loving it, Grant. Grant, I said go and get me 2 champions. What have you got me?
Babe, I did just that.
Did you?
I got a big champion and a little champion. Jimi Manuwa and Nathan Grayson.
Oh, and they are proper class, these 2.
Nice.
Now, let's just talk about, let's just jump straight into your new gym.
Lions Pride MMA.
Lions Pride MMA. Now, you've already produced a champion out there within a space of a year.
Yeah, we've been open. Well, he was training with us before when I was training at my other gyms and that. But yeah, he's been with us. We've been open like 3 months now.
And what is it like? I mean, obviously he was in his corner when he was getting his belt or fighting for his belt.
Yeah.
What was it like actually being in his corner?
Like the noise in the place and everything. Like it was
nerve-wracking?
No, yeah, it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, because I wasn't in control. But it's nice to see what we've been drilling in the gym and everything. Even in the changing room before we come out and everything. Like everything.
Is he one of these guys that actually listens to you?
Yeah.
Is that the main thing?
Yeah.
I've seen him before, and you're looking over at the corner, thinking, "Yeah, I'll do what Jimmy says." Because some guys that go out, they don't listen, do they?
Yeah, but this is why he's a champ, Dave. You see.
Oh, that's the secret, Grant.
It's funny seeing when you see you in the corner, Jim. When you're cornering somebody, you know you're the coolest cucumber there is when it comes to fighting.
Yeah.
You've got that poker face. No one knows what's going through your mind. No emotion. When you're in the corner. Bit of anxiety,
yeah, of course.
Sweaty palms, nerves.
Like I said, like I'm not in control, but he's a good fighter because he listens and like does like as he's told and like.
He's a good boy, a good champion. Well, let's have a look at the poker face man, the man who's cool as a cucumber. This is the poster boy versus Ryan Robinson. Here we go, main event. You ready? You ready? Let's fight!
If Jimmy wins, it's a fantastic upset. If he loses, he's lost a more experienced man. So, for me, the pressure is on Reynolds.
It's out. No, he's not. Ryan's still in it. Big shots. Manuwa's firing. Big hands.
What an explosive start, Rob.
Big shots hit Ryan Robinson. Ryan Robinson hit the canvas. Jimi Manuwa trying to find his way to side mount position. Absolutely crazy. Ryan Robinson back in it now though, trying to find some space on the ground to go to work.
How he recovered at all from that shot, I really don't know, Rob. His eye is badly damaged. His right eye is damaged, Rob.
It was a big shot he took.
That's it, it's almost over again. The right hand landed clean, the left hand, sorry, landed clean again.
Ryan trying to get on his back, get into a comfortable position where he can tie Manuwa up. Manuwa doing a good job of staying to the side mount position, not allowing Ryan to get in. You can see Manuwa's corner calling to him, get up, get up.
Yeah, he's winning the upright wall very cleanly.
Dangerous, dangerous hands. Ryan Robinson knows he needs to close the distance, but it's dangerous getting in there. Again, rolls to his back, but Manuwa again takes that side mount position.
Tough opening for Ryan Robinson. All from those big punches that started right at the beginning of the fight.
Well, we knew Jimmy had dangerous hands, but it was his ground game that doesn't seem to be getting tested. And yet again, Ryan Robinson having trouble testing his ground game. The eye's gone, the ref's called it. Jimi Manuwa has just become the new Ultimate Challenge UK title holder. Ryan Robinson showing sheer disappointment, but that short left hook, boom. Beautiful.
Then the right to follow, uppercut.
And you can see the intent on Jimi Manuwa's face. He's in there for business.
Clinical.
That's right, when he goes to work, he does show a cold tension that you'd expect from a much more experienced fighter. And like I said, those questions still haven't been asked.
At 2 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round, Jimi Manuwa!
What was it like? I mean, that was your first go at the belt. You know, you took it with style. But knowing that Ryan's been in with Ian Freeman, he's fought, you know, a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people said I shouldn't take the fight, but it was for the belt. I had to do it, and I was a little, not nervous, but
you didn't look nervous.
Nah, not nervous. Like when I get every fight, when I get in the cage, I'm calm and everything. But like leading up to the fight, I was like, everyone's like, ah. He's this, he's that, he's done this, he's done that. I was like, shut up.
It's a great submission, right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Like, don't go to the floor, even don't go to the floor, even anything. But
you had him in all angles though, on the floor and up. Yeah. And I remember when he first sat there years ago, you said, "Listen, I'm in this. I want a VIP fast track to the belt. 3 fights, and you was fighting for the belt. I mean, that's amazing." Yeah. But another guy who's got a shot after 3 fights. Let's do a quick chat about him. Nick the Headhunter. You fight this weekend. I mean, he's done the same as you, fast-tracked, unbeaten. What do you think of his chances if he was a betting man? I don't know what you're sure about.
I don't know. Like, look, I don't know. I don't listen to all the stuff on the internet and everything because he's got a lot of like fans and followers and all that. But like, I think the true people know like what's going to happen.
I can't wait for that. I really can't. I would grab onto you on that fight.
The great thing about this fight, not only is it for a title, not only have you fast-tracked your way to, you know, the big time, but Nick Chapman's got a huge following. Jimi Manuwa's got a huge following. So the hype around the fight and the atmosphere on the day, no matter what happens, everyone's a winner. Or anyone who's bought a ticket is a winner.
Well, do you know what I was going to say to you? I've tried to make these two go, right, go on face-to-face, do this. But both of them are such gentlemen. He won't say nothing. He's like, yeah, I'll just do what I do. Nick's the same. Yeah, I'll do what I'll do. And it's like, you know, you both are that way. You don't badmouth each other, but you just know when that cage door closes, it's going to be carnage. It's going to be carnage.
Listen, everyone knows what I do. Like, it's just like...
Let's have a look at what you do. This is knockout of the week. He does what he does. This is Jimmy the poster boy versus Luke Blythe.
So far, he's done a great job of giving Jimmy stuff to think about.
Short left as well from that southpaw stance.
Oh, and there's that left hook. That is such a devastating nightmare of a shot. The champion retains his title in absolutely devastating fashion. It's that left hook. It's a left hook from hell. You do not want to be on the end of that. Wow, wow, wow. Jimi Manuwa retains his title as the light heavyweight champion in emphatic style. And this was it here.
I mean, that was a real hard fight for you, but as you say, you stay calm.
Yeah, it was more frustrating than hard because he's like, he was good on the floor. He was good on the floor, and he's like elusive on the floor and everything. So I was like frustrated on the floor, but I kept my calm and everything. But I knew like once he stood it back up, I was angry because he nearly got him in that triangle, sort of. But I got out of it and everything. I thought, right, he's getting it now.
He's getting it.
But you know, you can be labelled as a one-trick pony. You know, I think people did it to Paul Daly when in the early days. They labelled it, all he's got is a left hook. But if you knock everyone out with the left hook, that's all you need.
It's like GSP, everyone knows that he's going to take him down, but can you stop it?
Yeah.
Me, so.
Can you stop it, Grant? I don't know. It's around the corner. Chapman versus Manuwa, head to head. Listen, we're going to talk about that after the break.
Official watches, ultimate timekeepers of UCMMA.
Welcome back to the Poster Boy Show. And that's what it's like. We've got so many fights on here, Grant, we could just show them all day, have an hour-long show.
But Dave, you know, there's so much excitement wrapped around the fight just around the corner. Jimmy versus Nick Chapman. It's just, you know, it's trying to build both of them up and show everyone what they're both capable of.
You haven't got to build them up. I mean, Jimmy's built up already. Nick's got, as you say, he's got a massive following. The internet are all going, oh, Nick's going to do this, Nick's going to do that. Your guys ain't internet. They don't worry about the internet, do they? Yeah, they just wherever Jimmy is, his fans are there and support him.
Well, I said this to you earlier, Jim, that you know, a lot of fighters, you try and say to them, when they're on camera, the build-up, lead up to the fights, press conferences and that, you know, say something, be a bit more dynamic, you know. But Jimmy's one fighter, you don't even have to talk, you know.
It's the same as, you know what? I've tried to get him, and like Nick's here going, no, I respect him as a fighter. I'm like going, what do you mean you respect? Yeah, I respect him as a champion. I'm like, I can't get no more out of this, can I?
Yeah,
you know, I think they both respect each other, but when the door shuts, it's going to be carnage. There's going to be a champion there, sooner or later, be belt round the waist, whichever, and it's going to be a great night.
And I'll put money.
Don't start.
That the fight isn't going the distance.
Oh, 100%. There ain't no free rounds there. Nick's already said that. He went, if I do anything, I want to go in there and give it 100%. And I know Jimmy's the same. I'm going to lash out for a free round. You've never been 3 rounds in your life?
No.
Who wants to do overtime?
No.
Nobody. No. So shush there, because I'm going to bring this on to submission of the week. And guess who it is? It's the poster boy. This one is Hearn versus the poster boy.
Seems to be all Hearn at the moment.
Manuwa stood in front of him like a rock. His expression hasn't changed. Good low kick this time from Manuwa.
So that almost caught his opponent off balance. And it's the ankle seems to be causing Hearn a lot of trouble.
He's saying he's all right, but he can't keep turning away like that. Grant's going to look at him closely. It's really causing him problems here, Hearn.
You can see the pain that he's in as Manuwa dives with a left hook, trying to capitalise. He drops his opponent. Hearn drops. Manuwa tries to follow up with a barrage of shots. A little bit unsure here as Manuwa goes for the guillotine choke, and it's over. It's all over. Referee Grant Woolman calls a halt to it, but in bizarre circumstances.
It is, Rob, but Manuwa's expression did not change throughout the whole fight.
Looking at the replay, you can see Manuwa catches him with a very good shot, but he's just not in it at this point. He's concerned about his ankle. It's really quite a strange ending to this fight.
It is, Rob. His mind had gone by then.
Well, there you have it. It just shows you knockouts, guillotines. He's got it all.
Yeah, very well rounded. But going into a fight there with an ex-professional boxer, did you plan to knock him out, submit him, or did you just take the opportunity?
Just plan to fight. You have to be prepared for wherever it goes. It's MMA in it, so it could go to the floor, it could go standing. Yeah.
You stood up with him for a lot of the time. You stood up with him, then you thought, he's made a mistake.
That's what I do. I stand up with people, and like, if it goes to the floor, it goes to the floor. But my main thing is stand up. It's not my main thing, but it's my preferred thing.
Of course it is.
I mean, so I punched him. He went down. I saw that he stuck his neck out, so I guillotined him.
Well, Nathan, let's bring you in here. You've watched Jimmy train. You've watched all his fights. He's fighting a headhunter. How do you think it's going to go? I know you think, obviously, they'll be like, oh, Jimmy's going to win, but how do you think he's going to win? What round? A lot of people betting on this. They could be taking your advice.
Make a prediction.
Yeah. He won't come out in the first round.
Won't come out the first? No. Quick.
Right. Yeah.
I know a lot of people just keep saying about left hook and it'll probably be a knockout, but he's got more than that, so it'll be finished. Yeah. It could be finished anyhow on the ground.
You know, I think, you know, if you look at the two fighters' track history, you can sort of make a prediction of what you think is going to happen.
Well, I've seen all Nick's fights.
Chapman's going to take it to the ground.
Take it down, yeah.
The headhunter.
Jimmy's going to keep it standing. But with MMA, you just don't know, do you?
You just don't know. And that brings me on nicely to this next fight, where you see not just one left hook, loads of left hooks, loads of right hooks. It's going crazy. This one is Valentino Petrescu versus the poster boy.
Show of mutual respect between the two men.
But they both planted their feet early as well. Everything being thrown at the moment is heavy.
Now, Petrescu has been able to land with those inside and outside leg kicks. But again, he wants to throw those. Nice clinch work from Manuwa. Strong knees straight up the middle. And again, he launches that again.
Rob, those strong knees, that's the kettle influence there shining through.
Without a doubt, and you can see the technique in them, they're beautiful. The plum clinch is in tight and he launches it. Good left hook. Just glances Valentino. Valentino dirty boxing inside. Big knee from Manuwa.
Now look, he postured up for an elbow. Look. However, he opts to throw a punch instead. Now, I'll tell you what, in the clinch, Manuwa looks the stronger of the two, and he's really, really working that right knee straight up to the abdomen.
On the outside, though, guys, I like the variety of Petrescu's work when he has got that range.
And he's always been like that. He's able, now big elbow to the side of the jaw of Petrescu by Manuwa.
Both these guys showing some great stand-up technique.
And guys, Petrescu is a technician. He varies everything up. Solid right round by Manuwa to the lead leg of Petrescu.
Yeah, a solid jab there, though, from Jimmy as well. But Rob, there looks like no sign at the moment of this going to ground. They're both happy they're standing and trading.
That's right, both guys just comfortable keeping it upright, trading with the dirty boxing. Plum clinch again for Jimi Manuwa as he looks to set those knees in. Petrescu happy to box inside, dirty boxing with the uppercuts, but they are huge knees.
Petrescu is going to have to break from the clinch. I'd want him to stay on the outside because Manuwa's already proven that he's getting the better of it. Wow, and he just got rocked. Straight hands, straight back into the clinch by Manuwa, and he's just killing those knees right now.
Big left uppercut from Manuwa, the left hook landed. It cut Petrescu, he's out! Jimi Manuwa, champion, reigning champion, 9-0-0. This man is phenomenal.
That was as clinical as it comes, Pierre, and it's, as you said, he took too many of those knees. He stayed in the clinch far too long, and Jimmy punished him in the most horrendous way.
Petrescu should have stayed on the outside. That was the smart move. He had the better of the kicks, and I think he had the better range. Now, let's look at the replay here. Big knee straight across the abdomen. And again, he's just jockeying for the position, getting that tight clinch. Very strong in this position. Boom! Another big right knee. And guys, that takes the wind out of you. It slows everything down, and guess what? It hurts.
Robbie, the dirty boxing was good, but he ignored the knees, and he paid dreadfully for it.
Again, it was the left-hander Manuwa that set it all up. He clips in with a beautiful left, and it seems to just, Manuwa gained his momentum and just seemed to be able to stop Petrescu with beautiful hands.
But let's talk about Petrescu. He deserved to be in there. Granted, he got knocked out, but he deserved to be in there. Technically, the guy is sound. However, power-wise, we're talking about a powerhouse in Jimi Manuwa. He controlled that clinch. Very solid tie plumb. Straight knees left and right. And just Petrescu didn't have the answer for that clinch of those knees. Who knows? Maybe we might see a rematch. I'd be interested in seeing it. However, Petrescu's going to have to learn. Stay on the outside with this power.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the first round, we have a winner by the way of knockout, and still your ultimate challenge light heavyweight champion, Jimi, the poster boy, Manuwa.
Well, there you have it. Nathan is obviously right. His combination's there from hell. And
very, very well rounded. But that I think was a defining moment for, is Jimmy the real deal or not? Yeah. Because Valentino...
Number 2 in the country at the time.
He's number 2 in the country. People were talking about Valentino going to the UFC.
Yeah.
He's a Thai boxing champion, legend, whatever. And Jimmy just got... His clinch work was clinical in that fight. And
you're awesome, Jimmy. You're awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just.
It was though. That was a moment ago.
But at the end of that fight, Ian Freeman came over to me and said that fight has just got Jimi Manuwa in the UFC.
Yeah. Which we all know that the bits and pieces. You know, at the moment you take a little break, but that's where he belongs, in the UFC, 100%. Yeah. But it just shows you, because they were talking about me, oh, you're feeding Jimmy this, you're doing Jimmy that. No. Listen, I'll give him all the fights. He takes them, he disposes of them. And that fight was, he weren't telling him. He really is the champion.
He is the real deal.
He is the champion. So, as you say, Nick's got a lot to live up to. You're under a lot of pressure. Nick ain't got so much pressure. That's the trouble here.
Yeah, everyone's saying I'm under pressure, but it's just another fight for me, man. I'll just go in and do the same thing as I'd always do. I haven't fought for a year. I've been out with injury, but it's just going to be another day in the office.
Another day in the office. And another man who takes another day in the office. I like him because he's the same.
It's like something out of a movie, isn't it?
It's a movie. This one is Bola Omayele talking to CJ.
Hi, I'm CJ and I'm standing here with Bola Omayele. So what a win. How are you feeling after that one?
Ecstatic.
very good.
Ecstatic. They always feel great. I mean, is that the way you wanted to win? I mean, they called it off. I mean, it was nice punches going in there.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, it's mixed martial arts at the end of the day, so you never know where it's going to go. I never predict where it's going to go, but all the fights that I'm having, they usually end up on the floor. But obviously, I always wish to show my stand-up skills, but I just ain't got the chance yet.
Do you specifically train just in jiu-jitsu, or do you train all areas?
Everything. The Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling. I love wrestling, and jiu-jitsu as well. So
he's on the takedowns.
I'm all round. I think I look at myself as a complete fighter. I wouldn't say I'm just a stand-up fighter or a ground fighter. I like to mix up as the fight goes along.
I think that's sometimes where people get, you know, they get their training wrong because they just try for stand-up, and then as soon as they're on the floor, they're gone. I mean, it's hard that way, but as you say, as long as you train in every way, doesn't matter if it ends up on the floor.
You just hit the nail on the hammer there. At the end of the day, mixed martial arts, it's, you know, anything can go wrong, a kick, you end up on the floor. So you have to be prepared to jump in the ocean at any specific art in the fall.
Definitely. Is there anyone specifically you want to be fighting this year, or who you want to see your name again?
Well, you know, definitely this year I want to fight at least a ranked person, you know, someone ranked higher than me, in order to show people that I'm not just fighting lower level guys. Because at the end of the day, I just started MMA 2 years ago, and, you know, who do I fight? Who should I fight?
I mean, there's loads of people as well, I mean, that have, you know, worked their way up to the top, and to kind of always just fight just at your level doesn't always push you. So I guess having the name, whether you lose it or not, I mean, you're getting in there, you're challenging yourself. I mean, that's good for MMA fighters, and I think it's good for the sport as well.
Without a doubt, perfect. At the end of the day, I'm 4-1 now, so I'm getting my experience, and I'm still learning. And at the end of the day, I believe, skill-wise, I can compete with a lot of names. I ain't gonna call no names. I could definitely compete with them, because I've trained that American top team, and I've trained with world-class fighters. And I'm starting to enjoy myself and manage with them. So therefore, watch out for me. I'm coming.
Another class act, Bowler versus Dosky, is going to be one to watch at the same bill as Jimmy. I can't wait. What a card.
Do you know what? It's interesting now. When I watch these fights and you see Bowler, he cuts a load of weight. Dosky walks round sort of 77, 78, just about makes weight with no effort at all. Bowler, he walks around at 80 something, 90 kilos, cuts down, and he's massive when he fights.
And it's the same thing, he's the same respectful as Jimmy, like, I've got culture, look, I'm going to go in and do the bit. He never says a bad word about it. When it goes in, he just unleashes the beast.
Yeah.
They're all beasts around me. It's the lion's pride or whatever. Anyway, Grant, we've had him here long. I've got to get him out, get him trained. He's got a big fight this weekend. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Nathan, thank you very much. Let's see you, Nathan, in December. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But for people indoors, we'll see you next time on Cagefighter.
Cagefighter, the warrior, you know you're unbelievable.